Good evening. I'm George Sells.
And I'm Donna Britt. It's a story we first told you at 9 News at 10 last night. A justice of the peace refused to marry an interracial couple.
The story out of Hammond, Louisiana is gaining international attention this evening. The issue was even brought up to President Barack Obama aboard Air Force One today. We have team coverage on this story this evening. Keith and Nelson has a look at the legal side of the controversy. But we begin with Tiana Williams, who talked with a couple flooded with interview requests from Washington, New York, and far beyond. Tiana?
That's right, George. Not just phone calls. The buzz about Terence and Beth McKay has also reached the governor's mansion. Late word this evening, Governor Bobby Jindal is calling for action after the marriage denial. Governor Jindal issued a statement this afternoon saying, quote, "This is a clear violation of constitutional rights and federal and state law. Mr. Bardwell's actions should be fully reviewed by the Judiciary Commission, and disciplinary action should be taken immediately, including the revoking of his license," end quote. This morning, the couple's controversy was #1 on Yahoo.com. The McKays say they never imagined their drama would attract so much attention.
I had an interview with BBC last night, and CNN called.
They are the newest celebrity couple to hit the airwaves. Just one day after hearing about this couple's controversy, national media shined the spotlight on Terence and Beth McKay.
I thought it'd be local, and we thought it would just be around this area. And it's went international.
The newly married McKays say they just wanted a simple ceremony, so the bride called Keith Bardwell, a justice of the peace in Robert, Louisiana. But instead of agreeing to do their I do's, Bardwell said, "I won't," because the couple is interracial.
He literally said he does not do interracial couples. He's not going to marry us because you're black and I'm white. It's an interracial couple, and I was like, it's 2009.
The McKays say years ago it would not have been acceptable for them to stand here holding hands. But to be denied marriage, they say apparently the times have not changed.
We haven't come far enough.
I'm resistant.
Even though being in the spotlight is not what they planned, they've been encouraged by other couples to keep fighting for interracial relationships.
We just wanted to stand up to that justice of the peace because what he did was completely illegal and wrong, and that was really what we were doing. We didn't want to have to take that.
You stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So that's basically, he drew the line in the sand. So, we're here to stay. So side by side, thick and thin, come what will.
Terence and Beth say their phones have been ringing about this issue so much that Keith and their phones are now starting to lock up.
A similar situation is happening out in New Orleans. Now, Valerie Willard with the state Supreme Court says their phones have been ringing nonstop. I'm told after a lengthy process, Keith Bardwell could be publicly censored, suspended without pay, or removed from office. People we heard from today are requesting all of the above.
There's a little thing called life.
We've got to stop all this.
Liberty.
This is kind of a blot on our record.
And the pursuit of happiness.
The government cannot tell people who they can and cannot marry.
It's all the buzz.
Welcome aboard. News Radio 1150 WJBO.
On Talk Radio.
They should take his license. Get rid of him. He's scum.
I'll say he's in that case. It's okay.
National and international news.
He swears he's not a racist.
And the internet is flooded with this story.
Hammond resident Terence McKay says he's still in shock.
Justice of the Peace Keith Bardwell in Robert, Louisiana, right outside of Hammond, reportedly refused to marry an interracial couple. The story of now newlyweds Terence McKay and his wife Beth is raising eyebrows and numerous questions.
I was reading the paper at 5 with my coffee and sitting there and I'm like, no, this is not, no.
Attorney Jill Kraft, like many others, was shocked when she heard the news of Bardwell's moral objection to marrying the McKays.
And this is plain, straight-up constitutional law. You cannot make those decisions on the basis of race.
As an elected official, Kraft says Bardwell took an oath to uphold the Constitution and the state's laws.
To make a decision that is unconstitutional is just, it's shocking. These types of instances haven't even been tolerated in this country for almost 50, 60 years.
Valerie Willard with the Louisiana Supreme Court says it appears the judicial code of conduct may have been violated. It states a judge shall perform judicial duties without bias or prejudice. Willard says at this point, disciplinary action has not been taken against Bardwell, and it cannot happen overnight.
Well, what's on the plate, Pat?
If he has a moral problem with it, then he needs to state that up front, and maybe he doesn't need to be in that job.
Willard tells me in order to take disciplinary action against Bardwell, the first step would be to make a complaint with the Louisiana Judiciary Commission. An investigation would then be launched, and that would lead to a hearing with the commission. But again, I'm told that will not happen overnight. We do know that the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus plans to file a complaint, so we'll be sure to keep you up to date. George?
Okay, you may be wondering, what about Justice of the Peace Bardwell? We've tried to talk with him, but he doesn't want to talk right now.